I'm Tori, an adult doll collector, and I create videos for the enjoyment of other adult doll collectors and doll enthusiasts. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Today I'm featuring one of my Reborn art dolls here, and I will quickly introduce him before we get into the video for today. Today's video is going to be about Reborn must-haves that nobody talks about. So these are going to be like items that you don't see in a lot of other people's videos when you're looking for videos such as preparing for your first Reborn doll or how to prepare for your first Reborn doll, Reborn doll must-haves. I have watched many of those videos, and I've come up with a list of things that you don't see very often, if at all, in other Reborn doll collectors videos. And yeah, I just thought that this would be super helpful to some of you, and it will add to my Reborn doll tips, tricks, and tutorials playlist that I have here on my channel. So if you're looking for more like how-tos and tips and tricks videos and stuff like that, please check out that playlist here on my channel. I have quite a few playlists put together. But anyway, let me introduce this little guy before we get into the items. This is the Sebastian sculpt by Olga Auer, and he was painted by the lovely Reborn. I will link her Instagram in the description of this video. She is a super sweet lady, and her artistry is absolutely beautiful. I love this little guy so much. He is my newest Reborn art doll in my collection. I recently got him at the Yofi doll show, so I got to adopt him in person, and he was my very first Reborn art doll show adoption. So he is super special, super special. And as a matter of fact, I have his name announcement video coming up soon because I finally gave this little guy a name. But anyway, he's just here looking cute while I share with you all the Reborn must-have items that nobody talks about. So the first thing, now this one I have seen other collectors mention, but not too many, so it is worth mentioning because it is very important, and that is socks and scratch mittens. Now, why you need socks and scratch mittens for your Reborns is because a lot of times where you see paint rubbing and paint damage on these dolls is the tips of the fingers and the toes. It's just really easy to get enough friction there with dressing and undressing your dolls and carrying them around if you take them out with you, stuff like that. It's really easy to get paint rubs in those areas. That's usually where you'll see them first. But with socks and mittens, you can put on socks and mittens when you're dressing or undressing your doll. It just helps to not rub on that paint. It helps to prevent those. I myself have never damaged my doll that way. I've never damaged any of my dolls by causing paint rubs, and one of the things I do to prevent that, again, is the socks and the scratch mittens. They're also really good if you're taking your doll out. I usually put socks and scratch mittens on my dolls when I take them out and about on outings. It just adds that extra protection just in case. The next items I have here are especially if you're going to be taking photos of and videos of your dolls, but also it's helpful even if you're not. I have lint rollers. I buy these from Walmart. They're really affordable. I think you can get them for like 99 cents at Walmart for a single one, and of course you can use it many times. It has many like sticky sheets on it. Let's see, how many does it have on there? Does it say? Oh, 70 sheets. So 70 sheets of lint roller, and I use these all the time. If I'm about to take photos of my dolls, if I'm about to film a video, I use it because you just never know if one of your own hairs got on it, or a piece of lint, or just like a fuzzy or a loose thread or something got on your doll. You take the photo, you film the video, then you look back at it, you see it, and it's just irritating that it's there. Does anybody else do that? Because I do that all the time. It drives me crazy. This is especially helpful if you do have pets in your household too. I currently don't have any pets in my household, like indoors, so I don't have that problem, but I still use this all the time. And the next thing is a very soft makeup brush. Now I got this one off of Amazon. It was only $4, super affordable, very, very soft. And I used this to dust my dolls. If they have been sitting on display for a little while, even like a couple of weeks, they can start to build up dust. I find especially like in the little creases around the eyes and such. So you can just gently, very gently, you know, dust them. So that is very, very helpful. The next item I have here are zip ties. Zip ties and a little zip tie cutter tool. Now these I purchased from Bountiful Baby. I don't know if they still have this little zip tie cutting tool. I bought this one years and years and years ago, so I don't know if they have this specific style anymore, but they probably do. I know they should at least have something very similar. And zip ties. Now the reason you need these things is because sometimes you just never know what could happen. Your doll's head could pop off and you might need to put it back on with a zip tie. You might want to take some stuffing out of your doll or add some stuffing. A big part of these dolls is enjoying them being stuffed and weighted the way that you like them. So if there's something that you want to change about your doll, then, you know, you might need the zip tie. And then of course, like I said, you might need the zip ties for like a dolly emergency, like a limb pops off or a head pops off of one of your dolls. Okay, let me put these back in the bag. Where did it go? Wow, I really am blind. What? Where did it go? I thought I saw it right here. Okay, I just had these little zip ties in a bag and now I can't find the bag. That was not a joke, y'all. I actually am legally blind. Okay, I'm just gonna put these here and I'll find it after I'm done filming. Anyway, the next thing that I would highly recommend is cling wrap. You can get it again at Walmart, super cheap. Now, you only need the cling wrap if you have a doll that has real hair. If your doll has painted hair, you don't have to worry about it. The cling wrap is to protect the hair when you put it into hats or when you're laying them down for a long period of time. You probably should put the cling wrap behind their head. You can also use silk if you don't like cling wrap. Like I have a silk pillowcase that I can put behind this doll if he needs something to protect his hair. So that's one more thing. The last thing that's on my list here, this is a really quick video today, well for me. The last thing on my list would be a very plush soft blanket for each of your dolls. So I have one to show you just as an example. This one I got at Burlington. It's very soft and very plush, so it would protect a doll very well. Now, some collectors don't do this, but for me personally, I do. Whether I need to pack up my dolls to move them for some reason, or I need to pack them up in a box to protect them when we have like really bad weather coming, or whatever it may be. I even store my Reborns on the shelf this way as well. Like I usually keep a few of my Reborns on display, and then the rest of them are wrapped up in their own plush blanket and put on the shelf. These plush blankets really help to protect them from any damage or anything that might happen. It also keeps the dust off of them when they're sitting on a shelf. So I have never once had any issues. Like when I pack up dolls to move them or pack them away because a hurricane's coming. I know I've shared that many times on my channel now. Hurricane's coming, time to pack up the dolls. Let's wrap them all in their blankets and put them in a box. But anyway, I think that that is all of my Reborn must-haves that nobody talks about for today. And if you have any other Reborn must-haves that you think would be good for everybody to know about, please leave them in the comments of this video. I hope that you all enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.